How do you be consistent? How do you stay motivated, disciplined, whether you want to lose a lot of weight, you want to get shredded, whether you have a business goal in mind? This applies to anything in life. How do you stay motivated? How do you stay consistent? What I'm going to be talking about in this video, you can apply this to anything. It all comes down to the same three principles. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Lakshay, and I'm going to be talking about how to stay consistent. What I did, what I think you should do to start your journey, wherever you want to go, whether you have a business goal in mind, whether you have a fitness goal, you want to get lean, get shredded, build muscle, or anything that requires consistency, motivation, and discipline. How do you stay on track? The number one reason, the number one thing you should be doing is asking yourself why. Why do you want this? For me, why did I want to lose weight? I was overweight. I gained so much weight. I felt bad about myself. I felt terrible. And I knew that I had to make changes. I had to make drastic changes to get to a place where I wanted to be. You have to ask yourself why. Why do you want to go down this route? If your reason isn't strong enough, you're not going to get there. If your reason is, let's say you want to lose weight, you want to get shredded, you want abs. If your reason is you want to get more girls, it's not going to happen. It's not strong enough. You have to do it for a stronger reason. And that has to come within you. Sure, I'm sure there are a lot of people out there who can get to that point with that reason, but it's not worth it. The sacrifice you have to make, the challenges you go through, for what? You need a stronger reason, and it has to be for yourself, something that benefits you. Whatever your why is, it has to make you a better person. So ask yourself why. Why do you want this particular thing? To be healthy, to feel good about yourself, to feel confident. Those are reasons that will make you a better person. The confidence that you get, you'll feel so good about yourself once you get to that point where you look at yourself in the mirror and you're impressed. You're impressing yourself. You should be only looking to aim to impress yourself. That's what this fitness journey is about. It's looking at yourself and trying to be better, trying to be a better version of yourself every single day. So figure out your why. If your why isn't strong enough, you're not gonna go anywhere. So why do you want this particular thing? Whether it's a business goal, you want to start your own business, you want to start your own side hustle, that you want to eventually make your full-time living. Why? Is it for the money? Or is it because you want to be financially free? Those are two different things. Of course, once you're financially free, you have more time to do things that you actually love. Passions, hobbies. That's a strong enough reason. So figure out your why. Why do you want to do this particular thing? And your why will be the start. It will be the driving force for you throughout this whole journey. What I did was I looked at a photo of myself, my before photo, as much as I could. That was my why. I didn't want to look like that anymore. I wanted to change. I wanted to change everything about myself. Make it your wallpaper. If you want to lose weight, make it your wallpaper. Put your goal as your wallpaper. Have a reminder of why you want to do this thing. Always have that in front of you. Why? Remind yourself why you want to do this. Another thing, second thing that's really important that will guide your journey is You need to change your habits. Now, this is a key aspect to staying consistent. When you get on a journey, whether it's a weight loss journey or whatever, you have to change things about your life. You have to change things about the lifestyle you're living right now. For me, why did I gain so much weight? I was smoking weed every day. I wasn't doing anything. I wasn't going to the gym because COVID, lockdown. All I was doing was eating. Could I have changed that? Of course I could. Just because I had no access to a gym didn't mean that I couldn't work out at home. But I made the choices that I made, and it got me to a point where I was super unhappy with myself. I was smoking weed. I was watching Netflix, YouTube. I was doing absolutely nothing with my life for months on end. And when I look back at that point in my life right now, what was I doing? I don't know what I was doing. You need to change your habits. To get to where you want to be in your fitness journey, you have to change your habits. I know that I was smoking weed every day. I had to stop. There was no way that I could continue because I would smoke, I would get the munchies, I would eat food, and it was a cycle every single day. Every morning that I would wake up, I would look forward to getting high and eating food. What a life to live. At that point in time, it felt good. It was instant gratification to me. Getting up, doing this, and feeling good about myself. It was false. It was a false sense of gratification, instant gratification. And for as long as that lasted, I felt good. But I knew that when I wanted to start my journey, I had to stop. There was no way that I could continue doing the things that I was doing to get to where I wanted to be. I had to stop smoking weed. I had to stop cooking the kind of foods that I was cooking, actually controlling my foods, eating healthier. What was I eating when I gained so much weight? Everything. Every day I would make something different. And I loved cooking, so I would just keep cooking different things, a lot of oil, a lot of fats. I had to stop. I had to surround myself in a different kind of environment. I had to surround myself around different types of food. And depending on the situation you're in, you might have to surround yourself with different type of friends. That has a big influence on who you are, on what you do. So change your habits. Whether it's, you're so used to waking up late every morning, whether all you do is watch Netflix, whether you just pass time doing the most unnecessary things, change your habits. Make those moments productive. You have to change your habits. Just no way around that. And if you had told me, if I could go back in time and tell myself that I had to change my habits. Of course, I was addicted. I would just be like, I could stop at any time, but I couldn't. How did I stop? My why. My why did I want to change was so strong because I was unhappy with myself. I couldn't even look at myself in the mirror because I couldn't recognize the person that I had become. But at the same time, I believed in myself. I believed in myself that I could get to a point where I'm happy with myself again, that I feel good about myself, that I feel confident. So you have to believe in yourself. Self-belief, you can't lose hope. It's never too late to start your fitness journey. No matter how far you're gone, you can always get back. You can always get back on. So believe in yourself. Have that self-belief. Trust the process. You are going to get to a point where you're super happy. And you are going to get to a point where you're going to be impressing yourself. And when you look back at where you were, where you started, you'll be super happy with yourself. Now, changing your habits leads me on to my last point. And honestly, I think this is one of the most important points. Of course, the why is important. Changing your habits is important. But the last thing that's really important that sort of leads on from changing your habits is routine. Routine, routine, routine. That's all it is. Change your habits, get into a routine. And when you get on a journey sort of implies that it ends. For example, a fitness journey. It's not going to be a 3 month, 6 month, 30-day weight loss challenge. When you start this journey, you have to tell yourself that this is it. This is how you're going to live your life from now on. The foods that you're eating, the routine that you're in, going to the gym every single day or 6 days a week, eating the kind of foods that you are going to be eating. It's not some 8 week, 12 week uh, weight loss journey, 12 week shred. This is going to be your life from now on. It is going to be a massive lifestyle change from now on. And it has to be. That's how you stay consistent. Consistency isn't something you do for a certain period of time. It's literally something you do consistently forever. That's how it is. And I told myself that the changes that I'm going to be making, it's a lifelong thing. The foods that I chose to eat, the journey that I'm on right now, going to the gym consistently every morning, it's for life. This is my life now. So get into a routine. And what happens is when you get into a routine, sure, the first few weeks, the first few months are going to be tough. You're going to have moments where you're not going to feel like going to the gym. You're not going to feel like eating the foods that you want to. You feel like you want to eat the foods, you want to pig out, you want to eat junk food. But in those moments, you have to do what you don't feel like doing. When you don't feel like going to the gym, go to the gym. When you feel like eating a lot of junk food, don't. And I know it's easier said than done. I've literally been there. But you have to go back to your why. Why are you doing this? And every time you screw up on this journey, you're going to go back. You're going to go back in your journey. And why would you go back? You're going to take multiple steps back. This is for the first few weeks, for the first few months. After about three months, it becomes habit. It becomes your life. It becomes a routine. So routine is everything. For me, waking up early, I'm never a morning person. I hate waking up in the mornings. I've been waking up in the morning for the past 5 months, 6 months, and now it's routine. Now I am a morning person. I changed myself. I changed my lifestyle. There was a point in my life where I would never wake up before 10, 11 a.m. Now I wake up at 4:30 every single morning. Even when I'm not training, I wake up super early. That's just the person that I've become because of routine. Routine is everything. Get into a healthy routine and forget about everything else. That's all it is. All your habits, change your habits, get into a routine, do the same thing every single day. Be productive. And it's going to be hard in the first few weeks, but trust me, it's going to be worth it. 3 months later, you won't even have to try anymore. You just wake up, go to gym, come back, eat the foods that you eat, and you're going to enjoy your foods. You're going to love your foods. Food will taste so much better. You will appreciate food so much more. When you don't have access, when you tell yourself that you can't have, all the usual junk food that you're used to having, you appreciate food so much more, especially as you're getting leaner. If you want to shred down, the leaner you get, the more sensitive your taste buds get. And you just appreciate food on such a deeper level. But routine. Routine is key to staying consistent. And of course, there are going to be days, like I said, where you don't feel like putting in the work. That's when you do. That's when you push yourself. Push yourself to get in the work. And trust me, after 3 months, 4 months, you won't even have to try anymore. It'll just become a habit. You'll get used to it. Your body will get used to it. It'll be like brushing your teeth, going to the gym. So when people ask me, how do you stay motivated to go to the gym every single day? I'm not motivated. It's habit. I have to do it. There's no choice. I don't have a choice. It's like brushing my teeth. It's like taking a shower. It's part of my life right now. And it will be forever. because it is part of my life. This is my life now. It's not like I pump myself up to go to the gym every morning. I just wake up and I go. I know what I want. I know why I'm doing the things that I'm doing. I've changed my habits. I don't have the habits that I used to have. Don't smoke weed anymore. I don't eat junk anymore. I don't pig out anymore. I've changed my habits. I've gotten into a routine. That's all I need. Why do you want to do this? Change your habits to get to where you want to be ASAP. Stop doing all the negative things. You know what's wrong. You know what's bad for you and what's not. So stop doing the bad things, change your habits, and get into a routine. Routine is everything. Consistency is routine, and routine will keep you disciplined. Once you get into a routine, everything else is easy. You need that momentum to get into a routine. Once you do, everything is easy. Trust me, everything becomes easier. So that's all it is. How do you stay consistent? I just told you. Why do you want to stay consistent? Why do you want to reach that particular goal? And once you figure out your why, everything else falls into place. You'll change your habits because you know you have to. There's no way that you can keep doing the things that you're doing and get to where you want to be. Change your habits. And by changing your habits, you'll be getting into a better routine. That's all it is. I hope this helps in any way. If you have any questions, of course, you can ask me in the comments down below or message me on Instagram. But this is what I did to stay consistent. This is what I am doing to stay consistent. I know why I want to get to where I want to be. I know where I want to be. I want to be the best version of myself, physically, mentally. I'm going to do whatever it takes to get there. And you have to have that mindset. You have to know why you're doing this. And you have to be willing to do whatever it takes. Because if you're not willing to do whatever it takes to get to where you want to be, you're not going to get there. It does take a lot of sacrifice, a lot of discipline. But is it worth it? Of course, I would say it is, but that's a choice you have to make. Is your goal worth it? Worth the sacrifice and discipline? That's it, guys. Thank you so much for listening, and I will see you guys in the next one.